All right, here we are yet again for another episode of C&C Movie Factory. I got Mr. Chris Arangio over here.
Hola.
Mr.
We have our guests.
Our two guests.
Yeah, sorry. I fucked that up. You introduce your guest first, since he's sitting here.
My guest is the amazing Jerame Perry.
Yo, what's up? I don't know all about amazing, but I'm in the house. Yo, what's good?
In Chris's corner.
In Chris's corner, he has his
We
butt.
have 6 foot. I don't know how much he weighs, but we have Josh in.
Yo.
Awesome. Yo.
Lovely introduction you got going on there. You guys.
It's a little reunion here, though, man.
I
This is,
know. It's been a while since we've been together.
like, what is that, audio class? It's a bunch of classes.
All the
a
classes.
long time ago.
How many classes did we have together?
We had a couple, man.
Team.
Everything we're talking about, we would just yell in the middle of class.
3 years.
So,
3 years of school together.
Now, no more.
No more. We are graduated.
college
We are done.
graduates.
We are broke filmmakers. That's why we're on here doing a podcast. You
Yeah, but
motherfuckers.
just for the ladies, though, they need to realize we're all college graduates.
Yes.
You're married, so who gives a fuck about you, Chad? But any ladies who are looking for college graduates, not people slinging burgers at Burger King.
Well,
Those are college graduates, too.
Oh, shit. Damn.
yeah. You know how many college graduates working at McDonald's right now?
True. Sorry.
Yes, we are here to talk about latest movie news. Well, not so latest. We're kind of a week off because we've had some issues getting together.
Being grown-ups.
Complications.
Yeah, but, well, people got jobs, people got some shit to do.
And we're not getting paid for this yet. So once again, you guys are getting this shit for free. So fuck you. Get it when you get it.
Yeah, no one's really, like, begging for it yet. So,
Not yet.
I don't know.
But they will.
the guns.
Someday they'll beg for it. I don't fucking know. Anyway.
Don't hurt them, Hammer.
Alright, so,
Oh, well, we got a couple of little news stories in here we're going to talk about, and we're kind of just figuring this out as we go, but I know something that Chris is just dying to talk about, and that's that they cast the two leads in the 50 Shades of Grey movie.
bro, you dogged me. No comment.
Who are they?
The guy from Pacific Rim, Charlie Hunnam, has been cast as...
Pacific Rim.
Yes, he's been cast as Christian Grey. I know. I just heard a bunch of women just squish everywhere as soon as they heard his
Yeah,
name.
it was like a puddle around the city.
And then, what's her name?
She was in The Social Network. She was in one scene when they introduced Justin Timberlake's character. I don't know. Her name's something Johnson. She's
Dakota Johnson. Yeah, Dakota Johnson.
She's in Ben and Kate or something.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. See, I told you about that. It's gonna be crazy.
Okay. Well, they.
See Benny Kate. It's on Hulu.
Yeah.
It used to be on Hulu. Now it's
Disappointing
strictly
that we're
internet.
gonna shut down mid-season.
Was it good?
It was very good.
It's a pretty good show. Like, they had some character dynamics.
Really?
Yeah.
It's definitely gonna be interesting seeing her.
Kind
being
of.
somebody.
She's pretty.
Because
She's
my-
pretty hot too.
Alright. Because my sister came with me to the news yesterday. She's like, the girl in 50 Shades of Grey is not supposed to be, like, hot. She's supposed to be average. And I looked at the picture of her, I was like, she is hot. I thought she was good looking. She's got to be brunette. And I don't know, just from what I hear, I have not read the books. It's like, I don't know, when I see a girl read it, they're blushing as they read it. So,
All right.
like, I can only imagine it's probably, like, softcore porn.
All right,
It's probably like True Blood. And it's True Blood.
it's worse because I went online and looked it up on Wikipedia because I wanted to know what exactly was going on. Because one, I'm never reading these fucking books, and two, I'm probably gonna have to sit here and watch the fucking movie. Wife in the back over there. So I looked it up to find out what was going on. And did you know that this used to be Twilight fan fiction?
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
This was Twilight fan fiction that the Arthur was putting up on websites and was asked to take it down because of the sexual nature, because it's pretty graphic.
Aren't they, like, based off the characters of Twilight, actually?
Actually, she wrote it in as Bella and Edward were doing all this nasty shit to each other.
Yeah,
And
I did
then
hear that.
she actually was asked to rewrite it to actually make it into a novel of its own, what it is. And there's actually 3 of them, which because you look it up on Wikipedia and it gives you the whole synopsis of 50 Shades of Grey, but there's 2 other books, but there's no way to find out on Wikipedia what the other storylines are for the other books. So it's like, I'm wondering, is this whole story the 3 books, or what?
It's
Because-
gonna be 3 movies, and the last book's gonna be split into 2.
So true. Well, I don't know. Do you guys remember when you think a movie like that can last in the box office? You want to go for it?
Absolutely. You can last in the box office because there's enough people to see it.
All them, yeah, all them screaming ass, housewife mommies and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
When
the
I
thing,
hear this book is like NC-17. I don't know if you think that would even. I just don't think it would get.
they said they're not going to skimp on the sex. So I don't know. Like I don't.
Well, they got that one movie coming out, Maniac. I don't know if you guys heard about that. It's
Mhm.
Lars von Trier. He did Melancholy.
Oh yeah, all
But
that.
like that's like
I'm so
Like,
depressed.
Shia
Shit.
LaBeouf has to do like hardcore, like there's hardcore sex scenes in that.
Okay,
That's technically a foreign film, so
who the fuck wants to see that?
the same girls who want to see 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, but Shia LaBeouf, really?
Hopefully, he's not going to cry in this movie like he does in every other movie.
For the whole time she's backing it up on him. He's going, no, 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 no.
Awful. All right, enough with 50 Shades of Grey, please, because I'm.
No, because I want you to understand exactly what goes on in this. It's about a girl who meets a guy who she likes. I'm giving you the breakdown here because like this whole synopsis is crazy, and I don't feel like reading this because everyone will turn this shit off anyway if they haven't already. But she meets this guy. They hang out a couple times. They start to finally get to the point where they might have sex, and he makes her sign a piece of paper stating that they will only have a sexual relationship and this whole BDSM and whipping her and all submissions and all sort of shit. And basically, it's her first time ever having sex, and she gets thrown into this very submissive relationship with this guy. And the whole thing ends. This is my favorite part. The whole thing ends with.
Sound like he really digs it.
This
your favorite part.
He's like,
This is my favorite part of the way they wrote
really
this.
made for you.
Chad approved.
No, this made my head hurt reading this. This whole thing.
which head?
Both of them.
Terrible.
It says the tension between
reading
Anna
the
and
red
Christian
shades.
eventually comes to a head after Anna asks Christian to punish her in order to show her how extreme a BDSM relationship with him would be. Christian fulfills Anna's request, beating her with a belt, only for Anna to realize that the 2 of them are incompatible. Devastated, Anna leaves Christian and returns to her apartment, which she shares with Kate. So basically, she realized that being in an abusive relationship was not a wise move.
That's the moral of the story.
I guess so. I don't know.
I'm really confused.
Exactly.
Is that like? This sounds like an episode of Law and Order. Not a movie. If they're gonna do a BDSM movie, why can't they just pick Rihanna to be the chick? Like, why not Rihanna to be in more films like this?
Did you like her in Battleship?
No, I didn't see Battleship.
He's
so-
sweet.
Count Battleship.
Because she actually whipped ass in them.
All right, if we're going to talk about 50 Shades, right, really quickly, if you were making us talk about it, I think we should. Who would you pick? What chick would you pick to be in the movie?
Fucking no, I don't know anything about this story.
You just
Jennifer
explain the
Lawrence.
synopsis.
Because I read it online.
Jennifer
That's
Lawrence
what
might have to make Hunger Games 3.
There you go. There. Any chance to see Jennifer Lawrence?
What about you? You said you were going to pick Jennifer Lawrence. Who's your second option, Dave?
I don't know.
Kate Upton. That's Jennifer. Kate Upton.
For a movie like that, but think that if you could make it a good movie if you put like Natalie Portman. She can fucking act.
And she can get fucked.
Yeah.
Well, you
Might
might
as
as well
seen
throw
it.
Anne Hathaway in the mix too, right?
Who?
Anne Hathaway.
She wouldn't go there.
I don't know. She
wouldn't
was
go
in
there.
Les Mis.
Yes. Was that sex, love, and drugs, or whatever that was?
Yeah, but look at her now though.
Yeah.
She's
She's
at a
Oscar-winning.
status now. Yeah, that's like saying like
Yeah, but see, she's already
Back to
showed.
Sandra
Princess
Bullock would do
Diaries.
it. Like,
She did the opposite of Jennifer Aniston. She showed her tits and ass at the very early in her career. Now Jennifer Aniston is starting to show a little more skin because she's what, 42 now, 43.
yeah, she's got.
She's got the body, bro. You can say it,
Yeah.
man. This isn't. She's got the
Well,
body.
the Jennifer
dude.
Aniston. There you go. I love it.
Jennifer Aniston, and how about since they're throwing him in the mix for everything, how about Ryan Gosling? Because he was going to be Batman 7 times.
That'd be the
We
worst
talked about that
Batman
last
of all
time.
time. That'd be like sacrilege.
Well, fuck it. Let's get Ben Affleck to play it. He's playing everything else.
Oh, we're going to start with that right now?
No, we're gonna.
That's how you're going to segue
Yeah,
into
we're
that
going to segue to
conversation.
that.
Yeah, I'm gonna
We're
buy
going to
that.
talk about that later because we brought up some other good points we want to talk about. You mentioned Ultron.
Yeah, the Age of Ultron. They announced who will actually be playing Ultron. Did you guys hear the rumors before about who they said were supposed to be playing Ultron? They said that Jarvis was supposed to morph into Ultron, which makes sense,
Really?
considering that Hank Pym's not going to be in the Avengers to make Ultron, which he was the original creator. So there was storyboards from the last Avengers where Jarvis kind of went a little bit off, a little bit of trying to convince Tony that he didn't need the Avengers and all this other stuff, but it was never filmed. And that was the whole lead up. Well, Jarvis is going to be one turn to Ultron. Then they announced that James Spader was cast as Ultron. To which my question is, how is he playing Ultron? Because Ultron is this giant cyborg, robot-looking thing, and I really hope they don't go the human route with him. Just having James Spader walking around talking shit, like they did in Universal Soldier 2 with Michael Jai White.
I don't know. He was. Go ahead, Jeremy.
I don't know. Well, I was gonna say, I mean, with what we have in CG nowadays, they're probably gonna do like a machine variant of him, like humanoid, his shape forms.
Well, yeah, I just don't want to see James Spader walking around like Ultron has found a way to become flesh and blood and just walk around and start beating shit out of Avengers. I hope they don't do that. Yeah. Fuck Iron Man 3. That's right. Jeremy's an Iron Man 3 fan. We don't agree.
Slight Iron Man 3 fan. I like the changes in it. I like they took the story in a new path. You couldn't get bigger and badder than the Avengers. You couldn't make a movie right after that to that same extent.
I know. We talked extensively about this last time.
He's got you, bro. No, okay. I know he's right though. But I don't feel like. I guess that brings up a good point. Are these how are these Marvel movies gonna? How are they gonna not rival, but how are they gonna live up to the Avengers' expectation?
Well,
If Joss Whedon's not
what I think people need to understand is they're just different movies. Like you have the Avengers, but then you have Thor 2, Guardians of the Galaxy, Captain America 2.
Thor 2 looks amazing, by the way.
Yeah, I saw a trailer for it today online. I was fiddling around and in fact, I saw the new trailer that came out. It's the first time I'd seen it. I don't know how long it's been out, but I was like, oh shit.
Does anyone else agree with me that Loki does look like Skrillex though?
Just a little bit.
He's rocking the style now.
But yeah, I just people just need to understand that they're their own movies and they're going to be a little different. And the Avengers is the Avengers. That's the big, apocalyptic things are going down. All these superheroes together. Any superhero has their own little thing that they're going. What they're taking care of at that particular time. And what some people need to fucking understand, I'm tired of seeing online, is why? How come in Iron Man 3 they didn't call Captain America? How come in Thor 2 they don't consider to get the Hulk or this thing and that? Because they got shit to do. Each of them has their own little thing that they're doing. They can't. How long you motherfuckers are reading the comic books and you're now asking this shit? How many times has Iron Man and
Thor 2 and Captain America 2, from what I read a while ago, they're going to cross paths in their movies. So that makes sense. But I wonder if they're going to bring up what happened in Iron Man 3. So that's what I'm just wondering. Are the writers going to do that? Or should they do that? What do you think?
Supposedly, I mean, from what I've read before, that they got the entire Marvel movie idea cast out until 2021 to have exactly what movies are going to be coming out and how they're going to tie into each other. So
It's a machine, baby. It's a machine.
It is. What? After the Avengers, how many? Mark Ruffalo got 6 Hulk movies? Or the Hulk's going to be in 6 Marvel movies.
Yeah.
That's insane. It's nuts.
Well, the writer Drew Pearce, who said that he knew about the whole Age of Ultron for Avengers 2 a year before it was announced, basically went off and said how he said obviously Age of Ultron suggests that in Avengers 2 there will definitely be some level, if not giant evil robots, and definitely a robotic artificial intelligence entity. I may or may not have been excited about that for a year. Not every aspect of Phase 2 has been planned already, but Josh has been thinking about it for a year, and Kevin has been thinking about what Avengers 2 does since the first film. The scale I think they're going to reach for is going to be truly epic, which is incredible when you consider how epic Avengers was. Based on a character level, the story will actually be smaller, or at least more intimate. It's hard to put a list together of all the things Josh Whedon is... It's hard to be all the things Josh Whedon's a good writer, but definitely at the top 5, we'll be dealing with the shifting dynamics on a large group of characters. He then went on to say, let me get it right here. I'm losing it. Somebody talk.
Well, no, all right. Well, no. Here, I'm gonna jump ship. I'm looking up at the cast honestly of Guardians of the Galaxy.
What is that?
What's going on in here?
You're getting attacked by a moth.
All right.
It was
So
not
this is
That was
Jurassic
not a
Park.
moth?
Anyway, he's got delayed by a roach because Chad just pissed himself.
Squish.
Next summer, I'm just gonna start. I don't know. I know we jumped in our Age of Ultron. I really want to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy. Honestly.
We gotta finish this one first.
All right, then let's finish. Then what do you want to finish? Like, all right, do you think James Spader is a good choice for him?
I do. I think he's good.
Why?
He can be menacing. He's a really good actor. He really is. Like, if you watch some of his old movies, of course he did the whole Brat Pack stuff that he did back in the 80s. But have you ever watched that Jack's Back, where it's about Jack the Ripper, but in the 80s, because that's when the movie took place. As this guy was going around copycatting Jack the Ripper, and James Spader had to play himself and his twin brother, who got murdered by Jack.
Wow.
And he was really good in that one because he played the whole real nerdy role, and then he played the badass role. And he's
Which is always tough to do.
Then you watch him in The Office, and he's hilarious.
Yeah.
So I don't know. The casting of James Spader, it's odd. I just wonder exactly how they're going to use him. But I have no problem with James Spader playing Ultron.
What about you, Jeremy?
Look, I got nothing on James Spader.
Jeremy agrees.
Yeah, I agree.
No, I don't know. Like, it's an odd pick for me, honestly. Like, I don't know. I wasn't expecting that. I don't get like what's up. Like, I have a problem with like older actors. I know he's not that old, but like, I don't know by picking him, what fans are trying to get to like watch it. Like they're like, oh, James Spader. Like who is my mom gonna want to go see it now? Like honestly, like it just the casting choices, like Robert Wilson and Captain America 2. Like I look at that as we're finding the people who are right for the role, and not just casting people for the name. Unlike Guardians of the Galaxy, which decided to go with Bradley Cooper as the voice of Rocket Raccoon.
Well, if you gotta think you have a franchise that's not built, if you have a franchise that doesn't have a huge audience, where then they need big names in order to draw in an audience. You need popularity, and you also have actors that have already proved that they have a huge range in how they're going to perform, and you can give them another opportunity to prove themselves in a new kind of
cast for. We're gonna present this cast list down. Give your
in your inner world voice.
World. Go ahead, man.
Well, let's see. We got a lot. You do have a bunch of big names for this one. We got Vin Diesel as supposedly rumored. I don't know if it's been confirmed.
It's definitely
confirmed.
To me, that's like the biggest waste of hiring an actor to do anything, because all he says is "I am Groot."
Well, I mean, it gives him reason to be still Vision, like he's still wanting to be for the past ever.
I don't think he's wanted to be. I just he actually had a choice to play a bigger role in Phase 3, and he turned it down. He said he was too busy, and he chose to play Groot because everyone wanted him to either play Vision or Thanos. And so he's like, well, choose something different what everybody else is saying, and you're
voiceovers.
The
guy who did Jarvis, he says he's never seen an Iron Man movie.
Oh, yeah.
He says he went into the studio, recorded it, and 2 hours and collected his paycheck. Like, that's not months of work.
Yeah.
I think that's why Vin Diesel's saying it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He also he's busy, and plus he didn't want to live up to everybody's expectations of playing whatever role they thought he was going to play. So he just chose Groot just to do it, just surprise us, keep us going like, what the hell? Which to me, I'm just like, because he's supposed to be doing the motion capture for it as well. But even still, it's like, dude, you've been fucking Diesel. Like, we can get Chris in a goddamn CGI suit, and you can be
I got time to do it. Who's directing it?
James Gunn, who did Super.
Ooh, all right.
Really?
Super was good. Super was interesting.
Still have not seen the movie.
It's a very
But-
good movie.
From Super to Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yep,
Yeah, son.
that's kind of crazy. Yeah, no, it's like who directed? Kenneth Branagh directed
Kenneth
Captain
Branagh.
America. Like that's.
No, he did Thor.
I'm sorry, Thor. He just
Joe
that's
Johnson.
a jump. Like
Not really, because he does Shakespearean type stuff. That's basically
yeah.
what Thor was. Joe Johnson, he did The Rocketeer. He's the one who did Captain America, so he was used to that time frame.
Going way back, the guy who directed The Incredibles directed the
Brad-
recent
Brad Bird,
Mission
Impossible.
Impossible, which was. No, who else do we have, man?
Zoe Saldana.
Zoe
Zoe.
Saldana.
Oops, whatever.
You would
Butcher her name.
you would mess up the
Don't
black
ever
chick's
butcher
name.
her name.
You guys will be alright.
No, they won't. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, you can come
Everyone's
stand.
calling us
Who's
racist.
Zoe Saldana playing?
Gamora.
Gamora.
Come on now. She is.
Well, now what?
She is Gamora. As soon as I saw that picture of her, I was like, "Is she Zoe Saldana?" Like her, and all of a sudden they're like, "Hey, we got Zoe Saldana." Oh, you want to pull it? Let me do it for you.
Because I just want to
You got a Rocket Raccoon, voiced by Bradley Cooper.
I think it'll probably be alright. I mean, they said Rocky Raccoon's supposed to be some kind of a witty character, right? I haven't seen too much about it, but I don't know, I mean,
very,
what?
very.
Very. If you haven't seen a lot of Bradley Cooper films, then, or at least some of the stuff that he's actually been that kind of character in. Because he did pretty good in Limitless and Silver Linings Playbook, but yet he still played that sassy,
Wedding Crashers, he was an asshole.
yeah, the A-Team was pretty much
I don't know if
Hangover.
Hangover. That was good.
He's got some movies.
No, he's got some credit. Like
Hangover King.
And what better way to make yourself a household name than appear
There you go.
in a superhero movie? Yeah, Zoe Saldana's going to be awesome.
then you have
Karen Gilligan.
Gillian. I think.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry. I'm getting the mic too quick. I think she is. I don't watch it, but she's the redhead from Doctor Who.
Yeah, she was in there for season 5 through
Okay.
7.
That girl.
She's a redhead, so
Fine.
fuck, she's
Yeah.
good.
She came out on stage when they did the whole thing at Comic Con. I saw her. She's kind of just hopping on stage, and I was like, "Who the fuck is that?"
You might want to go watch that part of Doctor Who if you want to get in a little bit about her.
Yeah.
Speaking about redheads, I heard a rumor. I don't know how true this is. Christina Hendricks says she wants to be in Game of Thrones.
Please.
Christina Hendricks,
Did-
people.
Does she know what she's gonna have to do in Game of Thrones? Like get violently fucked?
And naked all the time, which I'm cool with.
Hey,
No, Game of Thrones is like,
Jeremy over just.
no.
I think that'd be cool. That'd be interesting to see. But no, for this, you also have David Bautista. He was in Man with the Iron Fist.
And he's in the upcoming Riddick,
He's playing Drax the Destroyer.
which he's fucking perfect for that movie.
Benicio del Toro is playing the Collector. This is my issue. Like Glenn Close. Like why? Why would she be in something like this? I'm just. I don't know.
Diversity.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Like I said, I like them not just hiring a bunch of young people. Like Glenn Close is awesome. she's an awesome actress. Like they're actually pulling in good actors because like for years. I mean, think about it. How many horrible comic book movies did you watch growing up, like Captain America movies and shit like that? That they're actually being taken seriously to the point you're getting the budget to be able to do things you're supposed to be doing. They're attracting the talent like Robert Downey Jr., Glenn Close.
Yeah,
and Robert Redford.
I would like to. I've never talked to like an older person about how they feel about these superhero films because, like you just said, like they were all very animated and goofy back in the 70s and 80s. So I wonder if, like, reading it, if this is what they saw. But no, that's what this past 2 weeks. I feel like Marvel has taken over. Movie news anyway. They usually do, but I don't know. That's pretty much. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm waiting to see a trailer. That's all I have to. I don't know. I'm not going to judge until I see trailers and movies.
Have you seen the teaser that they leaked online?
For
This, they actually have some CGI of some of the characters.
no,
I heard about it. I hadn't seen it yet.
Yeah,
Did you
it's
see
actually
it?
it's got some good.
check it
Rocket
out.
Raccoon looks really nice.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. Like it looks good already. Some shit they showed.
Well then,
on that.
Did you see the footage that got flown around for Days of Future Past? X-Men?
no.
Oh my god!
Oh,
my
no.
god!
I was talking about this with Jerome the other day. I'm not going to give him those Jerome. Sorry, he's one of our buddies from school. Him and I are concerned. Bryan Singer is releasing a lot of like on-set photos via Twitter, which that's the thing to do now. But like, it just, I don't know. Like, I don't want to see that much.
You really aren't. Like,
I know, but like, I just don't like. When The Dark Knight Rises came out, like they were everywhere. Like they had 10 trailers. Like every other commercial was like The Dark Knight. It's just like I get it. Like it's here. It's next week. Fine. Like I just feel like they just need to kind of slow their roll.
well, yeah, but like with some of these things, like the pictures, nothing's too revealing. Like, the only one that's been really revealing at all was when they showed just how big the symbols are. They had a picture of Bryan Singer standing next to one of them.
Yeah.
And you're like, holy shit, that's a big ass symbol. Looks a little different.
I'm surprised he's doing it. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Because he did the Superman.
Yeah, he probably
Superman.
did. No, not the last Superman.
I'm sorry. He did
Superman
Man of Steel.
Returns.
He did Superman Returns.
Superman Returns.
And that was.
That was a.
Did you guys like what is it? Did you guys like X-Men First Class? How did you feel about it?
First
That's
Class was
great.
good. Watched the Wolverine too. That was actually I like that. I'm excited to see what they're going to do to turn everything in together though. Finally finish the X-Men series.
Well, it doesn't say about finishing, but
Or they're going to tie it in. Well, you know what I mean.
but I really liked the footage that I saw that they showed of Days of Future Past was really really nice. Like, I'm just like it's really irritating because it took them just like with Marvel. Like Marvel started back I think it was 2008 when they did Iron Man, and it took them all this time to finally get to the Avengers. Now Robert Downey Jr.'s contract's running out, and now Fox is finally starting to get it through their heads, stop pumping out shit, and actually pay attention to the X-Men. Because First Class was excellent. I love it to death. And they seem to be taking the same care with Days of Future Past. But like Hugh Jackman, he's like pushing almost 50. So
Is he really?
he's getting up there. Yeah, I think he's like mid 40s.
Oh.
And so, like, we're gonna have to recast Wolverine soon, and then we're gonna have to like recast Storm, and like all these other people. And it's just like, you guys waited so goddamn long to get this shit together.
Black don't crack. You ain't gonna have to. You ain't gonna have to recast Storm. Hallie's got Storm on lock.
Yeah.
You see her recently?
She
doesn't want to.
30 on.
Yeah, but she doesn't want to keep doing it. The only reason she wants to do it now is because she hadn't had any good movies in a while.
Yeah, but it's all about It's all about.
Well, that's also another problem.
But there's someone that looks like a Lifetime movie.
You talking about?
They got the 4-3 trailer in theaters.
I don't.
Josh just pointed
Call
something out
911?
today. Wait, is it The Call?
The
That one
call.
already came
I'm
out.
sorry. It's called
Yeah, the call.
with Abigail Breslin.
Yeah, that one already came out.
Yeah, that's been out. She had that weird ass haircut.
Don't you dare say you fuck Abigail Breslin because you still go to jail.
Wouldn't or would?
She's still illegal.
I know that, dude.
Who is?
I know you've been trying. I know you've been Abigail Breslin, Old Girl from Love and Sunshine. I know you've been checking out Chloe Moretz. I know that you're definitely. She's not even 15 years old, bro.
No.
I'm ready for kick-ass.
You probably just passed under the radar.
You're ready for her, bro. You ain't ready for kick-ass.
No, see, that's the one I have a timer set when she turns 18. Like when the Olsen twins turn 18, I didn't give a shit. You know, you don't remember all that bullshit when the Olsen twins get ready to turn 18?
There was a countdown.
There's a countdown.
I remember when I first moved down here, like,
There's a party at Times Square.
was there really? No, don't
No.
bother me like that, because you can see that shit happening. I don't know, what's his name? Bob Saget was, like, talking about in his stand-up, talking about how he couldn't wait till they were 18. That's nasty.
It's Bob Saget.
He's nasty. You watch Entourage?
Yeah, I love
I can
Bob.
fuck her. You fuck her.
Yeah.
I want to fuck her in your office.
But no, I guess this is actually an awesome segue. I don't know if we're going to segue.
Yeah, might as
but
well.
Josh pointed out on IMDb that Vin Diesel couldn't give a fuck who plays Batman. Most actors say
Why do we give a fuck?
pretty
what
much the
Vin
same
Diesel
thing
thinks?
when they ask how they think, how the actor will do the role. But Vin Diesel doesn't give a shit, basically. And he's just saying he doesn't really care about Ben Affleck being Batman. So I think we should discuss that now.
What
It's what the people want to hear.
do you two motherfuckers over there on the couch want? What you
I guess we'll
fucking
start.
think?
I think we'll start with Josh.
See if me and Jeremy finally agree this time.
What do you think, Josh? Let's start off with this.
What? Vin Diesel or Batman?
Ben Affleck playing Batman.
Well, Vin Diesel doesn't give a fuck. So let's see. Do you give a? All right.
Ben
There's
Affleck
so many
playing
questions
Batman.
I want to ask. Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck.
What do you think about the choice?
Affleck.
Get it out of your system now.
Yes, it's gonna be a long, bumpy road from here.
That's all you're gonna hear when you go to the theater every time you on the screen.
Instead of justice, it's going to be Affleck.
I don't know. I mean, like his voice seems a little too. It's kind of high pitched for Batman.
Well-
though. I mean, honestly, you can change that. But
That's
actors
your-
are part of it.
That's your only issue.
It's not my issue at all. I mean, like
That's all your own issue. What's your problem?
I think he definitely has the chin for it.
Where's Christian Bale?
He has the chin for it.
That's like
Yes.
that's like saying he could fill out the cod piece.
Time out now. Does he have the nipples for it? Wait, no, that's not the. That's
George
something like
Clooney.
that. In Gravity, hopefully they have the right the nipples for.
Bat suit.
No, but honestly, how do you feel about the choice? Because the internet exploded. Everyone thought it was a joke.
Retardedly. Oh man. I was like, Ben Affleck's playing Batman. Cool. Like, you kidding? Argo?
Daredevil.
Town?
Oh yeah,
We're gonna get there.
Wait, time out. His best one, Jersey Girl. Like, come on. I don't know.
We need to pull up all the shit Christian Bale did.
honestly, too, if you think about it, if you read back, Christopher Nolan actually had a hard time getting Christian Bale as Batman, and not only that, people hated what's his name, Heath Ledger, the Joker, Anne Hathaway, Catwoman.
Keaton's Batman.
Yeah, I mean,
People
honestly,
lost their fucking
People are
minds.
just, but people aren't. It's. I call out everyone. But like, people are just not happy with certain. Like, I'm not happy that old people get cast in these new movies. I'm not. But like you guys said, go with a household name instead of a new person.
Well, not just that.
That's smart.
Go with good.
Your part, yeah.
Go
No.
who someone who's
Now-
going to fill the role.
Ben Affleck directed and acted in his last two movies, and both of them to me were great.
In the town, he's fucking
He's great.
scary in the town.
No, but like, I just.
In Argo,
I don't know. For him to say that he, after Daredevil, that he never wanted to play another superhero movie again.
Well, okay. Okay, everybody wants to throw out Daredevil. Daredevil was not all his fault.
No. But if they cast Colin Farrell in this fucking Batman Superman movie, I'm going to kill Zack Snyder. You heard it here. Just call. Like, there were so many elements to Daredevil that was awful. But like,
Well, because the guy who directed it, he was a yes man. I'm flaking on his name right now. It's like Mark Tyler Johnson or something like that. He's a yes man director. He does exactly what the studio wants because you saw what Ghost Rider was. He directed Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider was horrible. And so that he's a safe choice. Just okay, I'm just gonna direct this movie and do whatever you tell me to do. Like the director's cut of Daredevil is not all that bad. It's actually an okay movie.
Yeah.
It's still shit, but it's a lot more tolerable than the original theatrical cut, which the studio made him do. But he was just the wrong choice for directing that movie. Ben Affleck, to me, was fine. It's just that he was asked to do a lot of crazy, stupid shit in that movie. It's just like, once again, it was back to not taking the source material seriously.
Yeah.
And like, this is just a combo, it's not going to fucking matter.
Yeah.
That's exactly how that movie was looked at. Instead of looking at it how Marvel looks at Captain America. How the first Blade movie, like, how anyone sit there and made a shitty comic movie after Blade came out baffles my fucking mind.
So then, for you two, how do you guys feel about Batman? Like, how do you feel about Ben Affleck's Batman?
Ben Affleck has proven himself more than capable to play a role like that.
You think he'll live up to it? I don't know. Do you think he'll live? Because, like,
I think it comes
You
down
think
to
he'll live up
writing.
to Christian Bale? Yeah. All right.
He'll live up to Christian Bale. I feel like I said it too confidently, but
No.
Be confident in your answers, Jim.
No, it's confident. It just, I don't know. Looking at the Dark Knight series, like Christian Bale was good, but villains were more like the main focus.
Not really. Because
Well, the second one was the Joker. The third one was all about Bane.
yeah,
Like,
but you got a lot of Bruce Wayne figuring out who he was, figuring out Batman. And for fuck's sake, most of Dark Knight Rises was just Bruce Wayne running around. What am I doing? You know,
Jeremy or Josh, do you think he can play Bruce Wayne and Batman?
I think he can probably do a pretty good Bruce Wayne. I know after thinking about it for a while that the Christian Bale had almost an awkward Batman because he tried to be very tough, but and sometimes he just almost went into full fits of rage, and it doesn't seem like Batman. Batman had he was just as confident and cocky as he was his
what
Bruce Wayne.
I liked about it is, and it never really, it didn't hit me at first when I was a kid, but I didn't really start realizing until I saw Batman Begins that Bruce Wayne is insane. Like, you have to be insane to put on a costume and go out and fight crime and make that commitment how he has. And the changes that he makes whenever he's Bruce Wayne and he's Batman, like, it's one of those things to prove wrong. Like, crazy people don't know they're crazy. He's fucking crazy. He knows he's crazy. He just found a way to sit there and channel it. So to have that version of Batman for what they were trying to do was awesome. I love the way they did it. For this next one, I really like. I hope they keep some of that to an extent, but I don't want it to be too serious and tone. Like, they can have a lot of fun with this one, and when I mean fun, I mean like the action scenes can be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Just him being a full-fledged, I've been Batman for however many years I've been Batman. And like we mentioned last time, actually no, I think it was you and I talked about it. We didn't talk about it on the last podcast. That there's a lot of things that aren't being said about him being cast. He didn't just get cast as Batman. He has in his contract to help write the scripts for like these other. He has writing.
Did you guys
credits.
know that?
I wouldn't be surprised. He's done a lot of writing too on his
He
films.
has writing credits, or he has ability to help, like doctor scripts, like they're doing for like the Man of Steel sequel, any other Batman movies he plays. Whenever he goes
So
off
he's going to be heavily involved in the next Batman.
Yeah.
I know this isn't just. He's not just Batman for this movie, and that's it. I know he's going to be.
He's Batman for however long he plays Batman. So like,
Well, we'll see. I know this time was come. What?
he could be a reinvention of Batman for the silver screen that is going to be needed for DC to start putting out movies competitively, because it boils down to a market competition between them and Marvel movies.
Right. You're right. I don't know. I'm kind of waiting for the day that they say that they're going to do a Justice League movie.
well, they've already announced that they are. They realize, even though they want to hurry up and put it out, they're starting to realize that they need to slow the fuck down and build this up a little bit. You just don't jump into it. That's why the last Justice League movie fell apart. When they had Common as the Green Lantern and Arnie Hammer as Batman. Like, you guys are bitching about, these people bitching about Ben Affleck. Arnie Hammer as Batman? Ryan Gosling as Batman? What's that dude from American Beauty with the goddamn balloon? He's videotaping the balloon. I'm forgetting his name now. Off the top of my head.
Oh no.
He was that one. It's like it's so beautiful. And he keeps filming. Like they wanted him to play Batman.
Josh Brolin would have been a good Batman.
Yeah, like older Batman.
Yeah, old man.
You're acting like Ben Affleck's like in Dazed and Confused, little teenager. He's got gray everywhere, bro.
Yeah, but he does not look
Yeah.
like
Alright, what I'm getting is that everyone's all right with this.
Well, yeah, in here.
Well, yeah, in this room.
Step out to that city.
Do you think people are overreacting?
You know, they will always overreact, especially with how easy it is to react on the internet.
Good answer.
Affleck is the Batman Boston deserves. Man.
Yes,
With the socks.
Jerame Woodley.
Well, there's other rumors circulating around this movie that Mr. Bryan Cranston is Lex Luthor.
Yeah, he tossed that out.
I know, but
That would be awesome.
I don't.
I've heard other podcasts where people's like, I don't want to see Bryan Cranston tie himself up in this role. They just want a white guy who's bald who plays a villain to play another villain who's bald. And it's like, yeah, but see Bryan Cranston just chew fucking scenery in a Superman movie would be awesome. Like I would love that.
Breaking Bad ending, you don't know his thought process. You don't know what he's going to think. And he might. I think he looks like Jim Gordon.
Yeah,
I think he could be a good Jim Gordon.
he probably would do. He looked like he would have the face better for Jim Gordon.
He did.
Like an older version.
Didn't he do the voice for like Batman Year
Yeah,
One?
he did it for some. Yeah, year one.
He did Year One. He did the voice
Maybe
of
we
Jim
can
Gordon for
see
Year
it.
One.
We can see that happen. Someone make that happen.
So if he wants to switch roles and not, because he's going to be in the new Godzilla movie coming out with Mary Kate and Ashley's younger sister Elizabeth Olsen.
The
And
Scarlet-
the only successful one.
Scarlet Witch herself.
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch.
And
she wears a
the kid from Kick-Ass. They're going to be in Godzilla. So I would like to see how Bryan Cranston handles like a big movie like that. Because
It's Bryan Cranston.
you're right, but like Malcolm in the Middle from like to Breaking Bad. Like I'm not. I just told these guys before this. I just started watching Breaking Bad. But like
Shane.
his acting skills are amazing. Hey man, relax, bro.
Shane.
Better late than never.
Yeah. Thank you, Jeremy.
I don't give a shit.
Netflix is good for that. Hey, Orange is the New Black had to happen before that. I'm sorry. All right. You know how I am with lesbians. But no, I don't know. Who would they pick for the villain then in this?
For which?
Man, it's Batman versus Superman. How do you think they're going to do the structure of the movie? Now that they have Batman, now they have Superman.
Lex Luthor is probably a good middle ground. I think it might actually be more of the conflict between Batman and Superman. Why they face off against the common enemy.
Well,
I mean, they got to introduce Lex Luthor sometime.
I'm really hoping what they do, because everybody keeps bitching about the structure.
Oh yeah,
That
Doomsday would make like the perfect villain for like
But
Justice League.
I hope they bring
Yeah,
Lex Luthor in, saying like, look at all the destruction. Look what happened to Metropolis. This is why
That's
Superman's
perfect.
bad.
That's the angle he totally
Yeah.
pushed.
That's what they should push in there, and that's what would make Batman come in and try to take Superman out. And then Lex has his own nefarious scheme. I swear to God, if it's another Ronin Island or trying to fucking make land, I'm killing somebody.
Yeah.
So somebody on that set is gonna fucking.
All right, then who should play Lex Luthor?
Everybody keeps talking about I keep hearing the what's his name? He played the Phantom. He was in Titanic. God damn, what was that guy's name?
Billy Zane?
Billy Zane. Billy Zane's name gets thrown out a
Is he
lot.
still alive? Yeah, I haven't seen him since Titanic.
Billy Zane is out there listening, offended.
I'm gonna be the best damn Lex Luthor ever.
Because you know why a lot of people sit there and say he needs better because he shaves his head because he does competitive swimming and shit. So like
If that's the case, fuck it. Michael Phelps. No, bad joke.
that'd be fun.
I don't know. Let's go around without interrupting people, Chad, for once.
Hey,
Or if you don't want, we don't have to. I just want to know what people think.
yeah, Jeremy.
I
What
just
we got
want-
for Lex Luthor?
Yeah.
Like CK.
You put me on the spot. I remember some name. The dude from is that one? Never mind. He was in
Oh, what?
No, I remember for some reason I was remembering The dude from Take Shelter, when he was in the last movie.
True.
I don't know why General Zod popped in my head. That's a great
Shannon.
performance. I'm
General
like,
Zod
use Michael Shannon
Affleck
again.
Susan.
Can you imagine that shit? Like they just cast Michael Shannon in
Again.
every comic movie as like every villain because he's so good at it, and like nobody notices. Like, dude, that was you just snapped his neck in Man of Steel.
They already tried that with Human Torch, didn't they?
Yeah.
Captain America.
Oh,
Yeah, well, they're rebooting
Yeah, that's
Fantastic Four anyway, so hopefully it'll make it darker.
Who's
Yeah.
rebooting it?
The guy who directed the Chronicle. Chronicle's pretty badass.
Dude, you people, you guys can see Jeremy's face right now. when he heard that.
It's, it is, he wants to do one too. It's all those superhero movies always won.
Come on, if you could ever just pick a superhero franchise, you could pick some series that you ever wanted to do your own, like, make your own imagination of it. Pick a film.
I myself, I've always wanted to see Cable, like Age of Apocalypse type stuff. Like I've always wanted to see Apocalypse. God damn it. I love Apocalypse, and I want to see, especially like that whole, like, you watch the X-Men cartoon, you see the whole thing where Cable had to go back in time. Whenever Bishop went back in time, so you had like two people going back in time trying to stop each other. And like Bishop had no idea why Cable was after him because all the shit that he did in Days of Future Past caused a rift and all the shit that was going on with Cable. And so I would love, and see, I wish to an extent, I wish they'd made this before, but I'm glad they didn't because of Clint Eastwood was awesome as Cable.
Yeah.
But you know who badass is Cable though, for real? The Colonel from Avatar.
Oh, yeah.
I love how we never know the name of these fucking actors.
All right, let's look at that one guy that's the villain and everything.
Yeah, one guy.
Yeah. Hold on, let me look him up really quickly. I want to say his first name's Steven, but
I should be so wrong.
if I'm right, I'm really gonna get me.
Oh, God. You got Josh right there.
The what?
Stephen Lang.
Stephen Lang.
Stephen Lang.
Stephen Lang would be an awesome Cable. I would love to see that.
Avatar.
Shut
Sorry, you brought it up, man. I'm sorry. We won't talk about it.
That's an old
Changed the game, man.
2009.
Changed the movie theater game.
3D status all the way now.
Everything is 3D.
Well, see, that's not James Cameron's fault that the studio went, hey, we can make more
I'm not
money.
saying it's his fault. It's Avatar's fault.
No,
With
because
the
Avatar
two.
did it right. 3D and Avatar was straight. That's the way you do 3D.
Yeah.
Clash of the Titans
No.
is not how you do 3D. Goddamn, The Last Airbender is not how you do 3D.
Despicable Me 2?
That's not how you do 3D. All that post conversion shit that they do.
Yeah.
And he even sit there and said that like Man of Steel and Iron Man 3 had no reason to have 3D. There's no reason for it. And it wasn't filmed for 3D. You just converted it in 3D because you're going to charge more for tickets. Which pisses me off because every time I try to go watch an IMAX movie, the only time it's in IMAX, it's in 3D. So I'm just like,
So it's $17 right there.
Yeah, so I don't get to go see movies in IMAX so much anymore because I hate going to watch 3D movies unless they were specifically filmed and made in 3D.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, just going back to the superhero thing, I think like 2014 and like Con seems to be the year. I don't know. I remember seeing Amazing Spider-Man with I think Jerame and Josh.
Yeah.
I saw it twice. I don't know how you guys are feeling about that. The second one. How are you feeling about the second one?
They need to have Gwen Stacy die in the second one. It's got to happen.
Is she? Oh yeah. I was gonna say, is she in it?
Yeah.
She's gonna be in it. All right.
Yeah. I mean, they
pulled the actress
They-
for
yeah,
Mary Jane.
they
I'm
pulled
sorry.
a Mary Jane out.
But do you know how Gwen Stacy dies?
Yeah.
And can they portray that in theaters?
I don't
And
think
still have the PG-13 rating.
it's a good question. I mean, they might have to do their.
He was rescuing her.
I'm
Yeah.
a noob, yeah. So
Yeah,
how did she die?
She falls.
Well,
and he's trying to grab her.
the Green Goblin, how they did in Spider-Man, the Green Goblin held him. Go ahead.
Say it.
And She slips through his grasp and he breaks her neck.
Because if she falls down a bridge and he goes and he does the thing what he did in the Amazing Spider-Man, he threw out the window. He did that, except he did it down, and when he grabbed it and yanked her back, snapped her neck, and so he pulled her up.
Spider-Man kills her.
Yeah,
Well, it's kind of led to it's been on speculation that did she die from the fall or did he break her neck? Like there's actually been debates on that whether that actually sat there and happened. But a lot of people go, yeah, he broke her neck.
How many villains are in this movie? There's 3.
Oh shit! How many?
There's Rhino. There's
They were rumoring Sinister Six actually, but that's not possible.
that'd be way
there's
too much for one
there's
movie.
Osborn.
You got the Rhino, Harry Osborn, Electro.
Who else? It's 3 though, man.
That's usually about how they've been doing. That's
Dark
how they did.
Knight style.
Oh,
That's how they did for Spider-Man 3, right?
Chris Cooper, Norman Osborn.
Yeah. Spider-Man 3. Josh just said they did that there.
I can see like Sinister Six is coming in like the 3rd one or something. Maybe if they were to go that far, but they got so many other characters that they need to do, as well as they need to hurry up and make one.
Well, let's stick to what we know. Did you guys reach on in the last podcast? But the reveal pictures Jamie Foxx's Electro.
No, we didn't
The
talk
blue
about.
face.
We haven't talked about Spider-Man. Honestly,
I'm excited.
I feel like
Entertainment Weekly let out some photos and showing how the mock-up how his character's going to look.
I saw the Comic-Con trailer where they did it's a 35-second trailer where they he's doing voiceover and they do like dolly shots of like of his like body and like him getting like screaming and it ended on his face and it looks weird. I saw the Entertainment Weekly cover though. How do you feel about it?
It looks funny, but I think we're going to have a good movie.
It's gonna work. It's gonna work out. It just looks odd because just stuff that you're not really used to is seeing people walk around blue. People have seen so many different versions of Electro that at this point,
Who's Dr. Kafka?
what?
Dr. Kafka.
Huh? I don't know.
Kafka.
What do you?
He's supposed to be in the movie. I'm trying to think he's another villain or something.
Sadly, my knowledge is not that great.
Jim Carrey's rumored to be in it. It just says rumored.
Yeah, it's
Jim
Carnage.
Carrey's one. Yeah,
No.
Carnage.
Really?
That's dumb.
Nah.
Not
It's
Carnage.
rumored, but
No, you can't do
How
that.
the fuck is Uncle
Maybe.
Ben in there?
flashbacks.
We know this what's his name? Nick Cage was in Kick-Ass 2. Yeah, he also has a picture.
Okay. Yeah.
That's all there was.
He
I was
still
like,
got
what is
money
Nick
from
Cage
that,
doing?
sure.
Who's Nick Cage
With
doing?
that big ass grin on his face.
Cage.
Yeah, he was like right at the top of the cast list too on IMDb. It says
The Cage.
Cage.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think
Batman.
the Jamie Foxx casting was so smart.
Yeah,
Because didn't they cast him like right after Django?
I
Or,
think
like,
so.
they released the news that you like for Jamie Foxx. That's a smart move because he does Django, which was Django,
Django.
and then he hops on the Spider-Man 2.
There's that nice got the face going on right there.
Got Bluetooth.
Blue. It looks like it's got a bit of sense of
It's got
Iron Man 3 in there.
Yeah, Bluetooth on his head.
Mr. Free status.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I don't think it's Bluetooth.
I know. Really?
Is it real?
But what is it? Edgar Wright?
Hey, you're right, Ant-Man. Do you know? Supposedly,
I knew it. I knew he was gonna go off on it.
one of the there's been a rumor that Jason Bateman's going to play Ant-Man.
Really?
Well, I have a question for you.
Simon
'cause-
Pegg. too.
No, I have a question.
No,
for you.
Simon Pegg said he would not actually be in this movie.
This is like now.
I have a question.
Yeah, I don't think he'd probably.
Who
It'd be
fucking
odd.
stopping Simon Pegg?
He said that he's not going to do it. He doesn't.
I
He
think
doesn't think
that's
he's
code for him hanging out for a bigger check.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it'd be like too much. Like I don't know. Maybe work, but I mean, this is. Who
He's in
knows?
Star Trek.
Yeah.
Too much work. But
After what? After seeing the world's end. Like,
I have not seen it.
I haven't
Then
seen
I need to
it,
go
so-
see it.
have you seen it?
I'm really disappointed. I'm disappointed that I have not gone to see it yet.
he's
I blame Jeremy.
awesome.
I have a question.
Not really.
Does Ant-Man, if Jason Bateman's going to play, Ant-Man's going to have to be a character that can't hold a fucking job because that's all Jason Bateman plays. I'm sorry. Arrested Development, Identity Thief, horrible bosses. This motherfucker can't keep a job to save his family or his life. So is Ant-Man, I don't know nothing about him. I just had to say that because I've noticed that about Jason Bateman. Oh, don't get me wrong. I knew I hated Arrested Development at first, but I think it was genius. But it's just he plays the same character, except Dodgeball.
Yeah.
And
Extract.
Teen Wolf too.
Extract.
Wasn't he in fear of losing his job?
He was in fear of losing his job, yeah.
Yeah, see? He's always losing his job in his movies.
He's a relatable character, maybe.
Yeah, I guess.
Aren't you?
But he has to come home all sad and shit to either a dog or or his wife,
His son.
his son. Like, yeah, we're not going to be able to eat tonight, Danny, or whatever the fuck. I don't know. I just think it's. If he does it, I would like to. See
Well,
it.
from what I've been hearing, they're not going to have Hank Pym be Ant-Man. They're going with another iteration of it because Hank Pym is a wife beater.
Oh.
And they're going to just make up a new Ant-Man? Like,
Well, he was
Well,
pretty abusive to the.
Well, there are other people who
boss.
played Ant-Man.
You ever seen that TV show?
Oh,
The Avengers?
I
I've never been an Ant-Man fan.
me either. It's fucking Ant-Man.
Everybody's like, ooh, they're finally going to get Ant-Man. I'm like, you get a guy who can grow big and small and control ants. That's awesome.
It's like the Marvel version of Aquaman.
Did you say Aqualad?
Yeah, went off the first one.
Although
Listen
the
on
test footage of
Oh, yeah. The
Test
Ant-Man
footage.
test
Oh.
footage.
The Ant-Man test footage.
Edgar Wright is the man for that job right there.
He was born to do it.
That yes.
He's pretty underrated. He's an underrated director.
He's a glorious director.
Which, if anyone wants to see any of his earlier works, TV show Spaced,
It's on Netflix. Yeah,
Awesome.
pretty good one.
like him, Simon Pegg, and
Nick Frost.
also what's the girl's name?
Yeah, that other girl.
Yeah, they like the main one. Like they wrote it together in
That one.
I can never remember her name. And Edgar Wright directed all the episodes.
Yeah,
Did he?
yeah. Every single episode of Space that Edgar Wright directed. It was pretty much how him, Nick Frost, and Simon Pegg all got together. And then they started the Shaun of the Dead,
The,
Hot
the,
Fuzz.
the Blood and Ice Cream trilogy.
I can't say that correctly. I'm going to murder it just as bad as
Don't worry, man.
the Corretto trilogy.
I heard it was like the Blood and Ice Cream trilogy.
Yeah, the Blood and Ice Cream trilogy is how you say it in American.
in America.
It's not like
In
American.
Because no, technically the other word that they have, the Corretto, is some type of ice cream bar, which is why they get the Blood and Ice Cream trilogy for it. So it's like it's a type of ice cream thing.
Somebody will know what it is. They'll probably listen to this and screaming,
You're fucking.
"It's this, you moron!"
Is it? I'm looking up 2014 movies, and it's only really looking like Guardians of the Galaxy,
There is not actually.
Days of Future Past,
Yeah.
Amazing Spider-Man 2
There's not a lot of it.
for the summer. For the summer.
All of it comes out at the end of this year.
Yeah, but those, I don't know.
Or it's
We all
in
talk about those
between.
movies.
Everything comes out next summer.
Next summer? No.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy, Spider-Man 2. What's the other one you listed?
The Days of Future Past.
It's all in the
I
summer.
mean, like in the general Avengers group, like all those is in like the end of this year.
Well, no, Captain America is released
Most
next
of them.
summer. Thor is released in November.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Captain America is when is it again?
No, Captain America's 2015, I think.
Yeah, no, yeah, is it?
No, it's next year.
No,
Next summer.
I thought it was. Yeah.
Oh,
I wouldn't know why they
Captain
would
America.
release a movie that.
Oh,
close.
wow. I'm sorry. Yeah,
What?
it's in April.
Oh yeah, there you go. See, but yeah, no, it's
We brought this up last time. I think they need to space these movies out.
Yeah, like they were doing with Thor.
Like, well, no, I like that though. I think that they should put they should open, up the year with something like that.
Yeah, like we talked about last time how Pacific Rim would have done better if it wasn't released.
It was
All
in
that
October.
shit was
Yeah.
going on, yeah.
It was at the shit end of the month, but then you had Iron Man 3, the beginning of the summer, which was terrible. I just don't think that should have opened up the summer. So,
I agree. No, I agree.
Go
I
ahead,
agree.
go ahead. What do you think it would be good at?
Iron Man 3?
it'd probably been a summer closer, maybe. I mean, It was the best. It was the best idea for it, but movie wise, it probably wouldn't. It didn't.
With a story like Iron Man 3, between what they changed and from the actual plot line, Iron Man 3, maybe they could try something new. Maybe late spring, try it earlier before blockbuster season. A story like that. Maybe because we're looking for summer blockbusters, they can go a new direction with some of these movies and maybe even try for a winter release and move away from big blockbusters type film.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have made it through the summer. Everybody waiting for Iron Man 3. The world would have imploded. Everyone wanted to watch that fucking movie.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I watched that trailer. Like, I can't wait for this movie.
Oh,
then
you're
I sat in the theater and was like, what the hell am I watching?
They made it super hype. Like it was like Dark Knight Rises status type of hype, and then it just came out. I mean,
Sounds like you guys are hating on good advertising.
it was a glorious advertising. I give it that, and I just wish it was like what they advertised. What we received.
Well, trailers lie a lot. And this one lied its fucking ass off.
Make me cry
And I was,
inside.
yeah, Hollywood. I mean, everybody knows my take on it, what I didn't like about it. So I'm not
Well,
going
it
to
might be
recast
like,
all that.
like he's saying, it's Hollywood, man. I just think maybe I don't know. I don't want to keep talking about what we talked about last time, but I think people really need to think about where to place movies. I think people need to. I don't think they should have superhero movies, let alone really coming out the same month. You know, but that's just how I feel. You know?
Keeps the hype going. Like you keep it going. Like every couple months you have a new superhero movie, and it kind of just comes back in the end. Like you keep having it, and like you don't go too long without one, so you don't get like. At the same time, though, when you put it all together, it kind of like competes. But if you keep them separate, especially since they're all Marvel movies, they should be the reason why they all should be coming out at the same time. If it's made by the same company, then they should be coming out. Just because it's fight. You're pretty much your movies are fighting against each other.
Yeah,
But at the end of the
cannibalizing
day,
each other.
Marvel makes money.
Yeah,
So
well, Marvel
it
makes money
doesn't
because they're
matter.
owned by Disney. Disney owns their own like.
What Marvel
World
movie
almost.
besides Avengers last year? Did any Marvel movie come out last year? So close.
Then
Then
makes Spider-Man.
Captain America came out earlier that year.
Came out in November.
Close enough.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Hey, that was the last movie that came out before the Avengers did.
Year before.
Year before, yeah, it was the very end of the year.
Yeah.
So my bad. You agreed with me to begin with. You shook your head yes. One of you guys did.
I thought you said
Okay.
in November. I don't know. I don't know. I think because this has seemed to be like a superhero movie discussion episode this day. I've heard people, like a lot of people, just swear against superhero movies. They say that they're not real cinema and they're not. They're like when people throw out the claim that they'll never win an Oscar. They're not made for that. They're not made to compete with it, like to be an Oscar film.
I think it's kind of unfair, almost. If you look at a select few of these films that are being made, some of them really reach for a quality that has not been reached for before for these kinds of movies. In particular, like the Dark Knight trilogy, if you watch those movies, the same as if you watch Man of Steel, those are films. To any extent that you can consider anything else a film, and the quality of the film, and the amount of effort put into making them.
Oh, that's said really well, honestly, because you know what it is? It's because I feel like Christopher Nolan and Zack Snyder, like they get it. Like Christopher Nolan, I know we touched on this last time. He did a lot of movies with like character, where the character is like Memento. Like it's very character driven, but he's very cinematic. Like Dark Knight, like it was just a cinematic film. Like I watched the Avengers. Yes, it's cinematic. Yes, it's CGI, but there's no shots in there that like made me like wow.
Yeah, but when you look at somebody wins an Oscar, they win, not like in ways. A lot of times Oscars are bullshit, but the highest grossing movies are all fantasy films, and also Heath Ledger won an Oscar for his performance in the comic book movie.
Yeah.
So anyone who wants to sit there and say that these aren't cinema, these aren't films, they're just schlock. They need to reevaluate the way they think, because same amount of hard work that goes into making a low budget independent movie, that same hard work goes into making these bigger budget movies.
Those bigger budget movies, they have a cast of maybe, I don't even stay for credit sometimes unless it's a Marvel movie, you have to. But well, I'm gonna throw a guesstimate. They have what, maybe 1,000 to 2,000 people working on set, like in the time span, like as opposed to independent films where you're lucky if you can get maybe 40.
Yeah, but
Yeah. I mean, like, especially for the new Man of Steel movie, the Batman vs Superman. Christopher Nolan, he did the new Batman, like he did the Dark Knight. So I mean, you got to at least give him some kind of trust. Even though he's producing it, Zack Snyder has control, like the directorial, like producers have a lot more, just as much control as the director does. So I'm pretty sure he's not just gonna throw his Batman vision away, because he's got it reinvented for that. And I mean, who else? The only other person I can think that played Batman well is Affleck.
Oh man, it's Batman now.
Damn it.
Yes.
Because Abed would make best Batman.
Oh, fucking Josh.
Just Community's coming back. Get throw it out there.
Yeah, they said it. He's excited. Sorry.
You're all excited because of Bob. Well, see, Troy's not going to be around as much.
Yeah, he'll be. I mean, they reintroduced that. They reintroduced Abed with a new character, that girl. So hopefully that'll. Spoilers, but hopefully that'll go on. Anyways.
Yeah.
Well, they're saying like this one or the next season might be the last season.
6 seasons. That's all I'm rooting for.
What's that?
6 seasons.
They've been shouting that out
Six
since the
seasons.
3rd season. But no,
Well, we're now hitting our. We just hit past the 1 hour mark. So, any last little tidbits you guys want?
really, I know we were talking about a lot of different things, but I don't know. I think I've come to the conclusion myself, anyways. I used to hate on superhero movies, but like they're fun to go to. Like every time I go to one, I'm having fun. Honestly, I'm liking it. Like that's what going to movies are for. They're like so you can go like up and down. But like I'm pretty stoked for what's to come. Honestly, like I don't even know what's to come. Like when they say like the Hulk's going to be in 6 movies, like they have all these plans, and I like that they don't reveal it. And I think that's what I think Comic-Con is great for that. So I think, in all honesty, as I get older, I'm getting a little bit more stoked that these superhero movies are being made because of one thing, technology.
True. I just want to say Pacific Rim. Like, to step away from superhero films just a moment and say that what we're just getting in theaters now and the creativity and the things that are coming out, and every now and then, as we're getting all these new superhero movies and epic films like those, we're getting some new things also. And that, as a fan of the genre that like Pacific Rim was made and based off of, fantasy, but in particular like Japanese anime, huge. Like, just check out the movie. If you haven't seen it and it's your kind of deal, check out the movie. It is incredible.
Yeah, that was a good. That we talked about last time. But that was a really good one. That was that was just
shit.
That was a great movie. That to me, honestly, no disrespect to Man of Steel, that was my favorite movie of this summer.
I'll say my favorite movie of the year.
Yeah.
I know I won't get credit, but I know I'm going to sound so... People are going to be like, don't let this guy talk anymore. But
no, dude, I don't know. I don't know what...
Put it in there. Just put it in there. I know it wouldn't win Best Picture. I definitely understand that. But put it in there.
Visual effects, for sure.
I think you should definitely win some visual
It's got to
effects.
get an Oscar or something.
But it had a lot of... It had a lot of problems, like, in the middle. Like, it's slugged a little bit. It had its little pacing problems, stuff like that. But that's just critiquing it. It's like, this is just that. But when I saw it, when I sat there and I love that movie so bad. that Man of Steel,
I was,
Pacific Rim, definitely two of my favorite movies I've seen in the summer.
but like that's the sad thing. They won't get no recognition. Like, why do you like? I used to be all about the Oscars, but I don't think you really need recognition. Like, all right, oh, there's a movie with George Clooney and Meryl Streep. Bam, that's an Oscar movie. Like, it's like no, it's kind of just I'm over that. You know, like granted, yes, Heath Ledger won for the Joker, and up until, to be honest, up until Loki, I haven't been scared from the film. Tom Hiddleston didn't get jack shit for that. And I think he was like maniacal in the Avengers. Like, he was like his look. He didn't even have to say anything. He was just like
He was having way too much fun.
yeah, and he still is. You know, you saw that clip from Comic-Con. Did you see that?
Yes.
That was dope. But I don't know. I'm gonna give it on to Josh.
Maybe Leonardo DiCaprio plays a superhero win an Oscar.
That'd be the one to finally get him one.
Yeah. There was some crazy random role.
My buddy at work said this little funny joke about Leonardo DiCaprio. I was like, Leonardo DiCaprio is going to retire. He might pass away, and then they're going to do a movie about Leonardo DiCaprio. And the actor who plays Leonardo DiCaprio will win an Oscar. I think that would be hilarious.
That'd be it. That's his life.
That's Scorsese didn't win one until The Departed.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but
anyways, though, all I can say is I was excited for Man of Steel since Zack Snyder first got announced for it because I think he did great in 300. He did great on Watchmen. I don't care what anybody says. I like both of those movies.
So
Christopher Nolan, he pretty much reinvented Batman, so I'm pretty sure he can reinvent Batman again. This movie's going to be good. It's going to get super hyped up, and superhero movies are going to keep coming, I know for sure, and I'm excited to see where they're going to go off from here.
Well, they've never gone away.
No, especially now that they have the technology. They just have to keep reinventing themselves like Spider-Man did. It's reinvented hip now.
Stop doing fucking origins, okay? We got how Peter Parker became Spider-Man. We got how Batman became Batman. We know where Superman came from.
that's where they're not going to do it with Batman vs Superman. I think they should jump into
Yeah. In fact,
remember when he was kissing Lois Lane in the rubble? They should just start from that scene, bro. Or they should start from the scene where she didn't know it was Clark. Oh, he has glasses on. They should start from that.
Well, I mean, at the same time, Batman Begins wasn't as good as any of the rest of Dark Knight. Like, Dark Knight definitely outdid it.
Yeah.
Maybe people are picky about Dark Knight Rises, but definitely I think Batman Begins was just a stepping stone in more greatness. So Man of Steel is going to step the Superman series up is even better. It's going to get better and better and better. There's only one way it can go right now. Especially since they got the whole moral, they completely reinvented Superman. Now that they have that done, they can worry more about the story and the characters in it.
That's if they do decide to do it. Like, I hope
that's
they go that
that's
route.
the plan. That's the only way that you can do it and make it good.
They will.
They absolutely will.
They will, because, like, yeah.
No, it's not like every great chapter in the comic has had to start with an origin. It's just as simple as you pick up where we left off.
A lot of comic books, I'm just reading a few, and a lot of them really, because of the volumes they are, volumes before, like, they pick up. They don't have to restart. Like,
well, I'm hoping whenever they redo, like, when they do Batman comes around, he's come around in Man of Steel, whenever Batman goes off in a solo thing, like, we're probably not going to get another origin with Ben Affleck's Batman, but whoever plays Batman after Ben Affleck, we don't need another origin story for him. Whenever they decide, after they do 3 or 4 movies of The Amazing Spider-Man, and they decide to get the new kids who are on iCarly going to play Peter Parker, we don't need we don't need to see. There you go, Miles Morales. So we don't need to sit there and see how Spider-Man became Spider-Man. We got it. We don't need to sit there and see where Superman came from. Fuck Green Lantern. We got it.
Well, yeah. Well, if they do 3 or 4 Batman movies, I think they should go right into Batman Beyond.
We'll see what they.
Everyone thinks that wouldn't be a good movie.
I think it'd probably be good. I heard there's concepts in the making for it.
But they should go up the route of like Batman getting older now. They should get him older, and then they should do Batman Beyond, because by the time they do Batman Beyond, let's say if it's about 5 or 6 years now, they're gonna be able to make it in the future how they've made Batman Beyond the cartoon.
Well, I hope what they would.
so they can like push Batman and like Elysium was 2154. Imagine Batman fighting that type of shit.
Well, what I hope they do is, like you said, they build it up and they do a Batman and Beyond. And they do 3 or 4 movies of those, and there's me Batman alone for
Yeah,
5,
Batman.
8, 10 years, because just get it to that point and then just let it settle, and then 5, 10 years later do another Batman. And I don't mean start pre-production on it and then let it come out 5 years later. Wait 5 years and then start.
Because they didn't. I thought they were going to wait until 2016 with Batman anyway, but
I don't think it's ever going to cool down because it's becoming a new. It's a money horse. It's a cash flow.
Batman or a superhero in general?
Superheroes in general.
I agree.
And DC knows that Batman is their leading brand, and so they're not going to cool down with Batman.
I completely agree. I think I look in the future. I don't really see, like you said, man, I don't see the superhero films cooling down.
Yeah.
I really don't. Like,
Well, you got an X-Force movie coming out.
Look at the future of the comic book industry. Look at, for example, look at the core audience and look at Comic-Con. It's not even about comic books anymore.
It's comic movies.
Comic book
no,
movies.
dude, like Dexter is in. Like those shows are in it, but like I know it's more like to get more people there. But Dexter was a book, not even a comic.
Not even a good book.
Was Breaking Bad a book?
No.
Walking Dead was that?
That's a comic.
That was a comic.
That graphic novel.
Okay, but you like Community. I get it. Like they did Community because
Community is just a huge
nerds.
reference of nerds.
Yeah, which is
It's-
fine. Like all those make sense.
Yeah.
And I swear, I don't know if Comic Con was around, but if it was around, late '90s, early 2000s, Buffy would be there every year.
It was.
Was it?
Yeah,
Okay.
Comic Con is not something that's new at all.
Well, no, I know, but it's like
Yeah, but like you got an X-Force movie in the works. You still haven't gotten Black Panther, Doctor Strange, Heroes for Hire, Iron Fist,
yeah.
stuff like that. You hadn't even gotten a good Green Lantern movie yet. Like the first Green Lantern movie ever made was just trash. It was just bullshit. So DC still got to do that. An Aquaman.
I don't
Napier.
TV already.
I know people shit on Aquaman, but the ocean's no joke.
Hey,
He got reinvented. I think he's pretty good.
Small-
He's a badass now.
Smallville, he was badass. as well.
252 Aquaman. Can't fuck with.
I think the Flash.
Yeah.
I would want to see a Flash movie.
Deadpool. There's been a Deadpool movie in the works
They
forever.
got to eventually.
There's so many other characters that they just keep sticking to, X-Men, Batman, Superman.
They're just scared to make it. They're scared to make a rated R superhero movie.
Blade was kicked off everything. Blade was rated R.
But I don't know. I would kill to see a rated R Batman film. Not even just Batman, like a rated R superhero film.
Wolverine,
A rated R Wolverine film would be, I think the closest thing would be like a Japanese film. Oh man, it's disgusting right now. They don't want to hear you.
Hey,
You're gonna jerk off later when we leave.
no, I'm not.
No, I just think a rated R superhero film might not make as much money, but it would.
It would. I
It
mean,
would make
Blade,
up in storytelling.
Like
for sure.
people like us, like who really like it, just be like,
Blade was a successful rated R movie. It spawned 2 sequels. So even though the last
Spawn
one,
is they're rebooting Spawn. I don't know if any of you guys
Yeah.
are excited about that, but they're gonna make it rated R.
so
I don't know. Like all of us said, man, I think we're all excited for it. I'm just gonna be. It's gonna be an interesting couple of years where it's not just superhero movies, just where movies are gonna go. I'm gonna try and be cool with these actors who are about to die in 5 years, being in Captain America. I'll try and be cool with it. I didn't mind Tommy Lee Jones in Captain America the first one. It's gonna be interesting to see like who jumps on these ships, man. That's my final thought.
all right, I think we're about done here.
Thank you guys for coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry if it was. We gotta do this more often with you guys and other people. I think it's fun.
It's
yeah.
all about superheroes, and that's stuff I like. So
Yeah,
we're ready to go.
Jeremy's got to talk a little bit more on this. Okay, I'm messing with you. That face.
That's all I see. Surprised
That
like,
laugh.
It would have been me who'd have been quiet.
He's like, stab you in the neck. All right, well, thanks, guys. Hope you like the show, and we'll get you guys later.
Swag.
Word.
Peace. True.
True.
YOLO swag.